Hey everyone, I just spent like 30 minutes trying to fix the audio. I don't think it was the microphone, it was just because my computer keeps crashing and because Microsoft is trying to do stuff to my computer. I had to reset my... I had to basically go in and reset all my audio stuff. So I had to change every single audio setting, and I even got a few errors, and I had to go look up how to fix those errors. So I did delete this video. So this is the second try. I'm hoping this one actually works. And if this one doesn't work, I'm probably just going to say screw it and go back to my original version, which is just no commentary, because fixing audio is a pain. Now that I got that out of the way, hopefully the rest of my videos will come out fine. According to my tests, my audio actually sounds better. My audio actually sounds better when I'm closer to the mic. So for those people who said you're too close to the mic, in my testing it actually sounded a lot better. If I'm like an inch away from the mic, you can't even hear me. So I gotta be pretty close to it. If I'm like an inch or two away from it, you can't even hear me. Anyways, that's the boring stuff. That's the boring technical stuff out of the way. If you want to see Deathguard versus Black Templar, here we go. And I did find other stuff. So as soon as I record this, I can record these other ones. But yeah, I just spent just to give you an example, I had to reset my computer login password because for some reason the one I've been using for 4 years didn't work. So I had to reset it. So that's an example of my computer just really acting up. And well, I really don't think it's computer. I think it's just Windows. So yeah, just having issues with Windows. That boring intro out of the way. I'm gonna start this. Hopefully it works. If you found all that boring, you can just skip ahead. And there's gonna be a long loading screen. So if you want to skip ahead, that's fine by me. So I went into Discord. I did looking for game. Gawshank wanted to play, and that's basically the story behind all this. He said he wanted to play, so we started playing. So it's me and my zombies versus Black Templars, who are the Emperor's champion. So the Emperor favorites versus Deathguard. I think this guy's still learning because I don't think he ever went level 3. But their level 3 doesn't seem a lot different from their level 2. So who knows. Double generator opening. Artificer. I'll just say builder. Builder. 2 squads. Is this too loud? Maybe I have to turn it down. When I did testing, it was really quiet, but now it's loud.
It is good to suffer, that we might serve you.
I'm gonna turn it down a hair. Like I said, I spent like a half hour adjusting this. Okay, I lowered it by a hair. So I'm hoping.
We spread the poison.
Alright, yeah, that'll work. Okay, that sounds normal. If you move the slider just a bit, it's a huge difference. So it's a huge pain to it's a huge pain to set up. Cultist, the cultists are pretty good. Builders, first company. I still haven't tried out the other companies, so for those guys who are saying, why don't you try the other companies out? I just haven't had time. For me to try out the companies, I would have to try each and every one of them and do a full game to really try them out. So for me to do a full game 7 times, it would take a while. So anyways, boring stuff out of the way. Real 1v1 going. Real multiplayer match going. Oh yeah, and I told my friend at work that one of the buildings has a mouth. And this is the one I was talking about. So there you go. There's a building with a mouth. What was I saying?
We have the prize. You are
I was gonna say, if the audio gets weird, it's just really hard to keep the microphone in one spot all the time. I don't have like a thing keeping it in place. So if the audio gets all over the place, that might be why. And I don't know why it was scratching. That made that scratching noise last time I recorded. I have no idea. Alright, no more audio stuff. Cultists, and Crusader Squad. It says Initiate here, but oh, whatever. Crusader Squad, Castellan. These Space Marines are close range and they do above average damage. And if they get a Pure the Witch, my stuff basically doesn't work on them. So I think I used the heal there. The Deathguard heal. The Plague Lord kinda sucks, but his heal is amazing. So you should buy him for the heal. See, getting the relic. I am recording this on Christmas, and it is snowing outside, so I expect this video to be all messed up. It's probably going to get messed up with the snow and everything. Pretty lucky here. I can smack his commander over and over while he's being tied up. My squad should be doing little to no damage, but my Plague Lord should be doing pretty good damage to the commander. Oh, they just released, I think they just released new Black Templar characters on the board game. So I think Black Templars is getting more support. So that's cool. I'm not caught up with the books. I'm not caught up with all the new rule changes. So I'm not an expert on that sort of stuff. The only thing I can tell you is I pretty much win a lot with Deathguard. So if you want to see some pretty good Deathguard gameplay, I can do that. Trying to see how quickly this builder goes down. Looks like he goes down after 4 swipes. Well, now it's inconsistent. He's getting hit like 10 times. The first guy went down after 4 swipes. That guy took like 20. Oh well. I guess it's not that big of a deal. So, reinforced cultist, reinforced Plague Marine. Usually I go close range Plague Marines, but these zombies here are really all I need. Looks like 2 of them went down. I can't reinforce these guys, so once they're dead, they're dead. I can heal them over and over, but that's the best I can do. Yeah, once this guy gets a Pure of the Witch, my chaos stuff basically shuts off. And I think he actually has more map control than I do, which is funny because I think he has like an 8 population cap, and I have a 15, and he still has more stuff than I do. Let's do a check real quick. 86 to 20 to 92 to 20. So pretty solid economy. But it takes a while for your economy to pay off. So upgrading your economy at the 5-minute mark is usually a bad idea. Usually, sometimes it pays off. But for the most part, getting economy upgrades at 5 minutes is usually a bad idea. I'm starting to float too. I think I want my stuff to die so I can get my better units. Looks like, yeah, the zombies did go down. And he does have pretty good map control. If I switch it to, yeah, it's about the same amount of map control. So pretty even, in all honesty. Oh yeah, and I'm not a Black Templar expert, so I can't tell you if this is the right build order or not. It seems like a solid build order, though. I lost, what, 3 squads? I've been attacking this guy since like the 2nd minute, and I'm still losing units. So not a bad build order from him. I don't think those turrets pay off, but not a bad build order. This looks like it's game over, but it looks like we're halfway done. So still got a while for this one. It is green on green, so that might get a little confusing. I do like this turret placement. This is nice. This is a good turret placement. Looks like I have my armory going. I'm seeing the upgrades on the side of the screen. So yeah, I guess you guys should vote. Should the Emperor's Favorite should win, or the Forces of Chaos should win? See who wins. Zombies going down. But yeah, I think Black Templars have a choice between chaos stuff not working on them or increased stats. And I think he chose the chaos stuff not working on them. Here, I think my cultists are stuck. This is upgraded, and I think this is upgraded too. So I think my cultists are stuck. 3 zombies are kind of useless, so I don't expect to get much done of them. Havoc's on the field. They're my rocket launcher guys. Another zombie popped out. Sometimes when the zombies die, they pop right back up. So you get a lot of bang for your buck. This is my upgrade building. It's pretty nasty. This is even after all my weeks of playing Deathguard, this is still pretty gross. Got my commander building. This is like all my commander stuff. I guess you can call this the Sacred Artifact. Space Marine has Sacred Artifact. This is my version of it. All my commander stuff's in here. So yeah, rocket launchers. I think I made rocket launchers because I just expected vehicles. And even if he doesn't have vehicles, the rockets do well against everything. So it's kind of a win-win. Here is actually kind of scary because I think most of my guys are half dead. So this is actually a pretty scary engagement for me. He actually has plasma, so if he was just in long range, he'd be fine. I think if he was in long range, he could have won that fight. And this is what I mean by he's still learning Black Templar. So I stopped with the zombies. I'm making plague bearers now. Their damage is kind of whatever, but they have they're hard to kill. They're really, really hard to kill. So that's why I buy them. They're very, very good tanking unit. Kind of like a Rhino. You buy a Rhino to tank damage, and I buy these guys to tank damage, and they're about the same price. There they go. Got their jaws like dislocated. Demon Commander on the field. Got like a robot arm. Pretty cool. Using like a rusted knife. Dreadnought on the field. The Deathguard Dreadnought is pretty average. There's nothing really special about it. But I think it is my cheapest vehicle. I tried out the other vehicles and a lot of them suck. So really the Dreadnought is my only real option. All the other Deathguard vehicles kind of suck. I do like these mines here. This is kind of like a tournament thing where they would build mines for vision. So this is like a tournament thing. Pretty cool. And yeah, I didn't make the Dreadnought because it's a melee unit. I made the Dreadnought because it's really my only good vehicle. I think all my other vehicles are a little bit below average. So any anti-vehicle would just take them out. Another engagement. If he has a Appear the Witch, these plague bearers do like nothing. So really all of my damage is coming from my... Pretty sure all my damage is coming from my Havocs. The Plague Bearers are really just a distraction unit. And he does have plasma. And I think plasma cuts right through him. So... yeah, I think the plasma does pretty well on them. As you can see, they're taking 3 turrets to the face. So they're pretty good distraction unit. And if I heal them, they become even more tankier. Now I'm taking 4 turrets in the face. So I'm going to start losing army. Here he complains about the zombies, but since he has Appear the Witch, the zombies actually don't do much. And he does have plasma, so he could have killed him like in one shot. So I think if he just changed his playstyle just a little bit, he could have won those fights. My commander actually dies. these turrets are just, they're pretty good. I don't know if they're above average turrets, but these, I don't know if I have the health upgrade on these guys. I don't remember if I have the health upgrade on these guys, so I can't remember how tanky they are. And that's the first one, first win. If you guys voted for Black Templars to win, yeah, there you go. The Demon Commander kind of sucks, but he detects and his melee damage is actually pretty solid. But that's really his only two good thing. This is only real two upsides. He has very high melee damage and he detects, and that's really the only reason I buy him, is for those two things. Second match of the game looks like it's Eldar versus Katachan on the loading screen. But while this is loading, yeah, I introduced this game to my new coworkers, so I'm hoping they're into it. And if you're wondering why I'm recording on Christmas, it's because my family does everything on Christmas Eve. My family pretty much does everything on Christmas Eve, so that's why I'm recording.
In faithfulness we were afflicted.
And after I get this recorded and get this video up, I'm planning on trying to beat Borderlands 1. Borderlands 1 actually got an update. I have no idea when it got an update, but I do want to try out Borderlands 1. And I might actually go back to Supreme Commander, because I found out Supreme Commander is popular again. But Supreme Commander, if you think this game is not balanced, if you think this game is not balanced, Supreme Commander is not balanced in the slightest. It's a very difficult game, but there are some funny stuff you can do in that game. So it's not super serious. It's not a super serious game. You can do a lot of trolling in that. So it's not a super serious game. Supreme Commander 2. I was gonna make a Supreme Commander 2 channel, but that guy I found does a lot better job than I do. Here I tell him the weakness of the zombies just so he doesn't get mad. And I think he goes for...
We have the prize. You are pleased.
I did 4 cultists and commander. The cultists are pretty good. The cultists are pretty good. So I got 4 cultists and commander. I think you can do this with any company. This isn't a first company thing. This guy here, I think he does a turret spam strategy, which is kind of a computer thing. Usually computers do turret spam, but this one here lasted a lot longer. Yeah, Deathguard are really hard to kill, so they're not really affected by turrets, but they're super slow. So by the time they get into range, usually half the squad dies. So even with Deathguard's tankiness, turrets are not a bad choice. But I will tell you guys, you can turret spam all you want, and Deathguard will find a way to break it. Except maybe Death Corpse of Krieg. If I think Deathcorp Krieg is probably the only faction that Deathguard can't really. They really struggle against them.
You are pleased?
It's funny, Deathcorps and Krieg and Deathguard came out around the same time, and I would say they pretty much completely counter each other. I would say Deathcorp with Krieg is a pretty hard counter to Deathguard. Deathguard can still win that match, but you have to play pretty try hard to win that. So yeah, I have been playing. I recorded some survival games. I was planning on skipping to the end and showing you like the final wave, because I don't think you guys want to see 6 waves of basically nothing. So I'm going to show you the survival games, and I'll try to skip to the end and show you what I've been up to. And survival seems pretty popular. It's a lot more popular than I thought it'd be.
We sweated blood to get it for you.
I'm pretty sure I still haven't figured out there's turrets here. I might have missed it. So I don't plan on upgrading this just because if you build a turret here, this listening post is pretty useless. I finally summoned my zombies I bought at like the 3rd minute mark. Here I build a demon tree. Now this demon tree was able to kill orcs no problem, but it couldn't kill these guys at all. And you'll see how good up here the witch is, because these Templars are taking like no damage. If these were Space Marines, they'd be dead already. But these Templars are just really going at it. And their damage is actually higher than my building speed. You can see that their damage is higher than my building speed, which is pretty rare. You don't see that too often. I think I do get the tree off. So it is doing damage, I think. Oh no, looks like it died before I built it. Or no, I built it and then it immediately died. My bad. So that tree didn't pay off. Unless you want to count the distraction. I think there was 6 Space Marines here, now there's 3. But you can't expect a level 1 unit to beat a commander. Unless it's like really overpowered or something. Now I can heal my zombies, and basically he accomplished nothing. Getting my turrets up. I must have noticed these turrets because I think I made these just to spite them, just to annoy them. The problem is I can't make these turrets until like on level 1.5. So these turrets take a long time to make. I have to be 1.5 to make these. So these turrets are pretty expensive. And with up here the witch, they're actually doing no damage. Most turrets can kill Space Marines no problem. But as you can see, my turret is doing like nothing. I know I'm saying up here the witch a lot, but it's a really strong upgrade. It's a very, very powerful upgrade. It basically makes my turret useless. So it's a pretty strong upgrade. Here I think I made a mistake. Or no. In one of these games I bought Assault Marines instead of Plague Marines, because they look the same. So okay, so this one isn't the one I made that mistake with. Getting rhinos. The Deathguard rhinos are pretty good. As you can see, there's like a mouth growing on the factory. And this rhino has some teeth on it. Teeth and horns. It'd be cool if they made it more gross. I'd be totally okay with that. If they made it like more gross. Still haven't upgraded these. I just figured that these would be destroyed by now. If you watch my 3v3, one squad was able to take this out in like a second. So I had no confidence that this would stay up. Looks like I'm getting my Rhino upgrade. Now this Rhino upgrade usually wins games. When I play against other people, this Rhino upgrade usually wins games. But against Black Templar, it actually does nothing. So I bought this upgrade not knowing... I don't know anything about Black Templar. So this upgrade, I didn't know it did nothing. And my grenades actually do nothing either. So a lot of my stuff does nothing. And I'm actually losing this fight. These turrets seem pretty decent. They're a lot cheaper than normal turrets, but they seem to be pretty decent. I have what, 4 or 5 squads here, and it looks like I'm actually looks pretty even right now. I think once my commander goes down, my 5 squads will melt. And I'm starting to float. I think I'm trying to decide what to buy. Here I try to do a push over here. I can't remember if this push goes off or not. So normally these zombies would get shot up and be fine. It looks like they're stuck or something. Melee units usually get stuck, so it's whatever. I got my plague bearers here being a distraction unit. It's a pretty solid distraction unit. If they go down, it's whatever. And I am floating, so if they go down, it's whatever. Speaking of floating, 122 to 66. 74 to 30. So pretty massive economy difference. But I did just lose 3 squads. I did just lose 3 or 4 squads and a commander. So even with my massive economy difference, it'll take a while for me to bounce back from that. Looks like I'm level 3. The higher you go, the more like flies you make. So that's pretty cool. It's gonna take me a while to make a new army. And even with my high economy, it's gonna take me a while to make a level 3 army. Yeah, my turn is basically doing nothing. Yeah, they took it out in like a couple seconds. It seems like Black Templars' damage to buildings is pretty high. These buildings have like normal health, so they just have above average damage. Here I try to poison them. Usually this kills everything, but it doesn't work on these guys. Usually 2 poison grenades is enough to kill everything, but not these guys. Pretty strong army here. Pretty strong, like level 1 army. His commander's out of position, so I might be able to finish him off. Now it looks like a retreat. Let's see. Yeah, my rhinos were taking pretty good damage. I'm gonna fast forward a bit because it's just gonna be me making a new army. Terminators. These Terminators are decent. I don't think they're better than the other Terminators. They're pretty decent. Sorcerer on the field. Sorcerer kind of sucks, but he's cheap. You kind of have to buy him because he's cheap. He's a cheap commander. Big fight here. As you can see, Deathguard is just pure poison. Poison and decay. What's funny is I was watching this video about Deathguard, and they see themselves as heroes. They see death as a way of freeing people from the Empire, the Imperium. So these guys see themselves as heroes. So I think that's pretty interesting. I don't think they all think like that, but I have to imagine most of them do. I think that at this stage of the game, I have most of my upgrades, if not all of them. So I got quite a bit of upgrades. So my guys should be pretty good. I was able to kill these heavy bolter guys. Pretty nice. He goes over here. This area here I didn't really reinforce much. So everything here does like no damage to these guys, but it is 3 of them. Demon Prince on the field. I could send my Terminators forward, but I wanted to see how good the Prince was. I want to see if he was above average or something like that. And I keep saying above average and below average a lot, and I'm saying that because if Deathguard was below average, I would just play Chaos. And that's just like the truth of it. If these guys sucked, I would just play Chaos. But I have been playing Deathguard for a couple weeks, and I do think they're pretty good. I don't think they're as good as Chaos, but they're pretty good. So these guys here do pretty massive damage, and let's see who wins this fight. And these guys have anti-chaos stuff on. Seems like they're dying in like 2 swings. And that's with above average everything. So it looks like the Demon Prince is really solid. Oh, and I forgot to talk about Nurglings. Nurglings are my go-to building destroyers. I think I talked about that before, but they are my go-to. They're my go-to building destroyers. And I noticed Black Templar has pretty fragile buildings, so these building destroyers are no joke. Seems like my Demon Prince was able to solo everything he had. I had my Plague Tower just to seal the deal. The Plague Tower seems pretty bad, but it is a very big unit, and having a big unit on the field is always nice. And I'm pretty sure I'm the only player who knows that Baneblade vehicle sucks. I think if I used it on a real person, they would go, "Oh, that's probably a big threat. I have to take it out." I'm the only one who knows that you can probably just ignore it and be fine. So there you go. Military. I lost 55, even with that. Even with him turret spamming, I lost 55. So there you go. Third one. I did enjoy each of these games. Each of these games I learned a lot and was pretty fun. And I did. I had no idea how Black Templar worked when I did this. So this was me completely blind playing against Gawshank. I know it says Major Richmond there, but I think everybody just calls him Gawshank. I think we did survival. We did like 2 rounds of survival after this. So this was the last time I 1v1'd him. I don't know if he got better or what. This is a bigger map, Chaos Gate. So doing my zombie rush wouldn't work. By the time I put a zombie squad over here, he probably has his commander in plasma. So I don't do the zombie thing on bigger maps.
Sickness makes a harvest of the plague gods.
If you really want to beat me, really all you gotta do is pick a bigger map, and I think you'll win. But everyone I played against always played a smaller map. I always let them host, so if they want to play on a smaller map, it's fine. I will tell you guys now that this match here was pretty close. This was a very close match. I had to really use all my tips and tricks in order to win. So this was a pretty rough match for me.
Swords of the Emperor are here to annihilate.
He's already almost at his population limit.
Such meager defense.
I'm not sure how Black Templars increase their population limit, but he's already almost maxed out. Looks like I upgraded mine. I kind of have to in order to just cap my points. Yeah, I have to upgrade my population just to cap my points. So I had to spend like 150 just to get my resources going. I made assault marines here. 1, I wanted to try them out, and 2, Laughing Max taught me that one of the upgrades actually gives them a dash, which I had no idea. So I wanted to try out the dash. And I think these guys fully maxed out are actually pretty good. So they're pretty solid level 1 unit. Their building damage is still terrible, but they're a pretty solid unit. Okay, I might fast forward a bit, not much happening.
It is ours, ready to attack the next position.
Again, I think this guy is still learning, and I'm pretty comfortable with Deathguard. So I'm a guy who's pretty comfortable with his faction, and a guy who's learning. Now, if it's like a one-sided match, I'll definitely go easy on him. But this match here was pretty close. So if I wanted to win, I kind of had to play dirty. And these guys are dirty. They're dirty zombies. So it worked out. I love how each Deathguard guy looks different. They didn't have to do that, but they went the extra mile. That's nice. I like the dual wielding. The dual wielding looks cool. I always think it's funny that these guys with the rusted everything is beating these brand new guys with the Emperor's. You know, they got the Emperor's favorite weapons and everything, and they're losing the rusted swords. I know they're chaos swords, but it's still funny. The Emperor favorites should have like the best everything. Looks like there was a World Eater, World Eater and Ultramarine fight here. So that's pretty cool. The more I play Unification, the more I really enjoy Space Marine fights. In Soulstorm, Space Marine fights were the worst. But in this game, Space Marine fights are actually pretty fun. And I did notice my mod videos are doing better than my normal videos. If you guys want to see more mod stuff, let me know. If you guys want to see me do a basic guide, I can do that. I can teach you how to do First Company and some matchup stuff. I can teach you guys anything. If you guys are having trouble with a faction, or if you guys are having trouble with Soulstorm, I can give you some tips. So it looks like even without zombies, I was able to take out like 3 squads of Templars. So pretty nice. It seems like Templars struggle with map control, but in exchange they do high damage. I think that's how Templars work. So it seems like Templars will always lose the map control fight, but they make up for it by just like one-shotting stuff. Kind of like Custodes. I guess you can think of Black Templars as Custodes. They have the same playstyle. Now a lot of factions are getting a rework, but I'm not sure if Templars are getting any changes. I know Deathguard, I think, is getting a nerf, so I'll probably lose the next time I play Deathguard. It is green on green, so I have no idea what's going on. I think I still have my heal, so even if I lost that fight, I can just heal up my guys. Looks like I got my damage upgrade. You really need that when playing Deathguard, as their damage is terrible. This is like 5 squads hitting this building and a commander, and as you can see, it takes forever. This is kind of why I need Nurglings. Nurglings can cut right through this. Now I could get like a Melta and tear right through this building, but Meltas are pretty expensive. I pretty much never get Meltas just because I don't expect my guys to survive. Now I can get the slag. Now that I'm level 2, I can get the slag. So that should help out a lot. There's 2 slags on this map, so that makes it interesting. Looks like he's confident enough to try his luck on his fight. Looks like they're doing about the same amount of damage. 2 zombies down. I think I'm too distracted to heal. Looks like the Templars are slightly winning this fight. 1 squad against 3. Now I could have grenaded here, but the grenade would probably do nothing. Got my rocket launcher guys. What's interesting is the rocket launcher guy was able to actually kill this scout, which I didn't expect. Now here's a bunch of visual effects. Even I couldn't keep track of what's going on. So I think I just ignored this fight. I didn't micro, I didn't heal, I couldn't tell what was going on. Got some scouts in there. Listening post did go down. Took like a minute, but it went down. Sorcerer on the field. Pretty long fight. Still going. And every time a Black Templar dies, they get stronger. So this is actually pretty rough for me. My commander goes down. I think he died in like 4 hits. Overall, I think they paid off. They killed like 6 squads. I think my 5 squads killed 6 squads. So I think overall that paid off. Getting the economy upgrade. I don't think my rocket launcher guys killed the scouts, but I don't think they can kill all this. And every time I get a kill, they keep getting stronger and stronger. So they're gonna snowball. Even though these are level 1 units and dirt cheap, if all their damage increases, they're gonna snowball pretty hard. Here I get my sub-commanders, because the sub-commanders are my cheapest unit. Each one of these guys costs less than a rhino. So these guys here are basically free. I got my decay barrier, which lowers the health of the guy I'm fighting. You got the Tallyman. The Tallyman is supposed to be anti-commander. And I got my medic here. The medic just looks cool. Yeah, it looks really cool. So I got my healer, my doctor, my Tallyman, who's like my accountant. I like how the accountant is anti-commander. And I got my banner dudes with the banner. It's in their hand. Making more level 1 units because the level 2 units are like, they cost more than a like dreadnought. So I'm kind of avoiding the level 2 units because they just cost me an arm and a leg to buy them. I think I'm trying to scout with the... No. Oh, I'm building demon trees. Pretty big army now. Got a defiler. I thought the defiler was a good choice. It's artillery. It's close range. It's... If they decide to punch it, it would punch back. So I thought the defiler was a pretty solid choice. I do think it's worse than the dreadnought, but not by much. So we've got some demon trees going. These are the trees who kill orcs in like 2 seconds. So these trees here are pretty strong. Getting another defiler out. I know they're called desecrators, but I've been playing Soulstorm for so long that I just call them defilers. Yeah, getting my artillery going. This is my base so far. Getting my commander upgrades. The commanders do help out a lot, so it's always nice to upgrade them. I pretty much never get the final upgrade, because the final upgrade costs an arm and a leg and it doesn't do a lot. So I pretty much never buy I always buy the first upgrade, but I never buy the second upgrade, if that makes sense. I think even now I'm expecting him to have vehicles, which goes to show you how much I know about Black Templars. I really expected vehicles at some point. Let's do a eco check. So 133 to 79. I do plan on getting the slag depot. 147 to 30. So he's almost caught up to me. Yeah, a couple more generators and he should be caught up to me. Let's say he's got the chaplain. The Black Templar chaplain Black Templar chaplain is crazy strong. So let's see who wins this fight. I'll go ahead and get rid of that. But yeah, the chaplain is ridiculously strong. So this is what, like 5 squads versus like 3. So let's see who wins. 5 squads or the 3 squads. You guys can vote again. This is hard to commentate because I can't tell what's going on. Looks like I lost a squad. So now it's like 4 squads against 2. The chaplain's actually almost dead. Not sure how. Doing a little trolling over here. Doing some harassment. I didn't know how much map control he had, because I don't really have a scout. Deathguard doesn't really have a scout unit. So, I have no idea. I'm just trying to see how good his economy is. And what's interesting about Deathguard is these guys have the plasma pistol and the power glove. And I don't even have to buy that. Normally in the armory it'd be like a plasma pistol power sword upgrade. But with Deathguard, the plasma pistol is free. So that's pretty cool. Free heavy weapons. So it looks like I took out 2 listening posts. Didn't decap. I just didn't bother decapping. Emperor's Champion. He's supposed to be super anti-chaos. Not sure why he died so quick. I couldn't tell you. Rhino gets stuck. I don't know if he did this on purpose, but this is pretty genius. It almost looks like he did it on purpose. I actually tried out Black Templars and I still haven't figured out how to do that. That plane. But yeah, it looks like he did that on purpose, which was quick thinking. So this is like 500 points of guys going down. Looks like he has all his level 2 units. So yeah, there goes like 500 points of stuff. Now it's 130 to 79 to 131 to 51. And what I like about Gawshank is he has a different build order every time. So I like that. I like those sort of players. I like those sort of players with different build orders. Getting some Terminators here. The close range Terminators seem to be a lot better than the long range ones, at least in testing. And they're pretty much the same price. So I always go for the close range ones. You do have to put a sub-commander on them to make them good. So as soon as I get a sub-commander going, they'll be a lot better. Going level 3. No, level 4. Getting the plasma, or the slag. Getting the speed upgrade. So these guys should have the speed boost. Oh, look at that speed boost. Now they're like turbo fast. They're actually running in Terminator armor. Got my possessed. The Deathguard possessed. Every time I used them, they always died. So I haven't got a single good fight from these guys. And I don't think I can upgrade them either. So the Deathguard possessed are not that great. So go on pure artillery. If you play the board game, Deathguard usually goes full artillery. So this is pretty much how they fight in the books, and this is pretty much how they fight in the board game. Looks like I'm going Demon Lord again. Demon Lord won me that last game. Let's see if it wins me this game. But it does look like has all his level 2 stuff. I do like this flank from him. This is a very, very solid flank. See how quickly my stuff goes down. And this is Deathguard too, so my stuff is has all this health upgrades. So if you see the stuff die, this is with all the Deathguard health upgrades. Okay, looks like it's 1 squad, 2 squads. It's 2 squads versus like 6. Looks like my Terminators are going down. I don't even see my possessed anymore. My possessed might have gotten one-shotted. Yeah, I don't even see my possessed anywhere. Demon Lord or Demon Prince on the field. This won me the last game. It's a pretty strong unit. Looks like I had to constantly reinforce, but I did survive. So it looks like even when Deathguard is outnumbered, they do pretty well. Now he has all his level 2 stuff, so I don't think my Demon Prince is going to last too much longer. And here I could send my Terminators forward, but I think I want to see how good the Demon Prince really is. And the Deathguard Demon Prince seems really strong. Now I don't remember if I made Mortarion in this game. If I made Mortarion, that'd be pretty cool. I would have the son and the dad going at it. And Typhus. I think I do make Typhus. So I had the full family trio. Demon Prince going down. Shame. I actually have the Demon Lord in my room. On my shelf. Plague Tower. Again, the Plague Tower kind of sucks. But it's whatever. These flamethrowers on the sides actually do more damage than the cannons, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, this thing here will buy me enough time to recover. And now that I got the Slag Depot, I can make this tank over and over again. Salt Marines, 53. It's funny, I think the starting unit starts out at like 40. So these Salt Marines are only 10 points better. Oh, Emperor's Champion again. Looks like the Emperor's Champion loses every time. I couldn't tell you why. He's supposed to be like a god at melee. Yeah, I could not tell you why the Emperor's Children loses every time. Now that he's got the Chaplain, it's going to be pretty hard to kill the squad. He's got the Power Fist too. Kinda just throwing away my Terminators, but it's fine. Very powerful army. Got all his level 2 stuff. If you remember from the 3v3, the Black Templar 1, he beat everybody with like 4 squads. I think this is like 5 or 6 squads. So this army here is actually stronger than the 3v3 I was talking about. Level 4 vehicle goes down. Demon Prince goes down. Looks like the Demon Prince got a lot more kills than the Baneblade thing. So it looks like the Demon Prince is better than the Baneblade. Looks like it's almost over, and he still has like 6 squads of level 2 stuff. So let's see what happens. Looks like I'm about to lose. It's hard to tell because everything's green. Looks like he found my artillery. There's no real good spot for it on this map. I can't really hide it. So he's getting shot by flamethrowers and my plasma. Demon tree poisoning everything. If this was orcs, I think everything here would be dead. Tieman's actually getting hit by the heavy bolter and just walking it off. So good for him. See how quick this listening post goes down with the Power Fist. So he's got 2 commanders, too. Yeah, 2 commanders were hitting it. Here I make a bunch of Plague Marines because they come out of the building the fastest. So it was really my only choice. I think my Chosen died too. I know I made Chosen during this, but my Chosen died. I think my only real answer to this infantry spam is Typhus. So I think my only real choice to get out of this mess is to make a Typhus. Looks like all my sub-commanders are dead. I might have Tiemen here somewhere. Pretty long fight. This one squad of Terminators with no support is actually fending off these commanders. If these were the long-range Terminators, they'd be dead by now. You could actually won this by now if you sent this squad forward. I think I took out his buildings, if I remember right. No, I guess not. Oh, I took out this one. So I did a little sneak. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a Titan. Titan on the field. The Deathguard Titan's actually pretty good. It is a baby Titan though. It's not a Reaver. So here comes the baby Titan. Here I'm just throwing everything at him because this is basically the last fight. I had to delete my factory just for my Titan to get through. I played a lot of UA, and UA your Titans will get stuck all the time. Oh, I do have Typhus. Let's go take a look at that. Come on, Typhus. He actually took quite a bit of damage. Come on, Typhus, my boy. And I got my other commander. Oh, siege or plague tower. With my economy, I can spam out big units. But I think his economy is actually higher than mine. Which goes to show you how much fighting we did. Even with his anti-chaos stuff, these triple flamethrowers are cutting right through his guys. But he is cutting right through my shield, so I guess it's fair. Looks like my sorcerer went down. This one squad will just not die. I gotta figure out how to do this, because this looks really useful. I never figured out how to do that. Oh, there goes my shields. But I can still activate that Titan ability where I take no damage. Let's see if you can take out a level 5 and a level 4 vehicle. Let's see if you can do it. He's got like 2 minutes to do it. My Titan is taking about my Titan is taking 4 damage. They're doing 4 damage to him. And that's with all their upgrades too. Even if all their upgrades are doing 4 damage to him. Looks like the shield is coming back. I do think the Deathguard Titan is really good. And there you go, level 5 fight. I think Typhus is level 5. No, 4. I think Typhus is level 4. 87 to 165. I was gonna check. I bet he had like 130 around there. But yeah, level 5 Deathguard fight. Hopefully the audio worked this time. If it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. This is like my second or third time trying to record this. But yeah, level 4, level 5 Deathguard fight. Hopefully my coworkers like this. I thought this was pretty cool, pretty neat. Yeah, chaos and I made a cultist. I think I made cultist the decap. That's what it was. Let's see. What's in here? I was gonna go for another demon lord or prince. Yeah, it looks like I was about the commander spam. It really does look like the Taliman kicks ass. I'm gonna have to make the Taliman a lot more because he just seems like a really good unit. I don't know why though, because he's not like the fighter of the group. The other guys are supposed to be the fighter. So I don't know. So it looks like he had more requisition than me, but I had the power advantage. And Deathguard, it doesn't take a lot of power. They use up a lot less power than other factions. So 273 kills, pretty good. Even with double kills, well, almost triple. Even with triple kills, I still came super close to losing that. So Black Templars are, and this guy doesn't even know Black Templars that well, but he even with 200 dead, he almost beat me. So yeah, I might actually pick up Black Templars. They seem really good. And I'm not like a competitive guy. I don't really care if they're good or not, but I do want. They're adding a new Pure Guard regiment to the game, and I actually played that before. And if you played that regiment, it was like impossible to win, because the strongest guy in your army did like 40 damage, and the level 1 units of Black Templar does 40 damage. So it's pretty much impossible to win with them. So I want an army that can win and be fun. And Black Templar look like they can win and be fun. So there you go. I might try them out. I don't think I'll stick to them, but they do. I do like how they have anti-chaos upgrade and a stat boost upgrade. So both of those seem pretty interesting to me. And the whole Emperor's Champion. I definitely want to try out the Emperor's Champion, even though he got one-shotted in this video 3 times. Yeah, and hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully the audio worked. I'm tired of working on it. I'm tired of trying to fix it. So hopefully it works. Have a good Christmas. Bye.